NXT answered. Get ready. NXT's baddest and brightest are invading the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio, with fan tryouts, exclusive interviews, autograph signings, and more. But it doesn't stop there. It gets even bigger.
Kevin Owens came out here, bullied Alex Riley, poured water over his head.
Riley quit. He walked away from this because he wants a piece of Kevin Owens.
Alex Riley, I'm gonna end your in-ring career too.
Alex Riley finally gets his hands on NXT champion Kevin Owens. And Ohio's own Alexa Bliss collides with NXT women's champion Sasha Banks. The Buckeye State will never be the same.
Here in Columbus, Ohio, as NXT hits the road for the first time ever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Mexico City, weighing 170 pounds, Kalisto.
And welcome here once again, everybody. There is one half of the former NXT Tag Team Champions, who along with his tag team partner, Sin Cara, has been making quite a stir on the main roster, guys.
I'm curious to see what Kalisto brings to the table tonight. It's been quite a while since we've seen him in singles action, and he's got a huge task ahead of him.
A huge task, but I tell you what, the environment, the electricity, what a place to be in Columbus, Ohio tonight, and they get to see Kalisto first do his magic.
You want to talk about magic, Albert? This is magic right here. Prince Pretty is here.
I tell you, the man has a busy schedule. Columbus, are you ready?
Is it my eyes when you look at me?
And his opponent, currently residing in his seasonal residence in Rosalie Bay, Dominica, weighing 204 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
Albert, you were talking about Tyler Breeze's schedule. I was invited last night to the pre-Arnold party at the hotel, the suite on the 23rd floor. How come you weren't there?
Is that why you got all that fake tan all over you?
Hey, regardless, there's a lot of important people there. Dana Lynn Bailey was in the house, Paige Hathaway. You should have come. You could have been a great gargoyle.
Take a look, guys. Tyler Breeze with the custom-made selfie stick. I heard that cost him a couple $1,000s to get that done up like that.
Everything about Tyler Breeze is custom-made, Brennan. Get used to it.
It was last week, Tyler Breeze with a statement victory over Hideo Itami in our main event on NXT. And if anybody doubted where Tyler Breeze was and where his confidence was, I think he might have proved where he was last week.
You know, I spoke to Tyler Breeze's personal assistant. He has canceled all further obligations. He has one thing on mind, and that is to get back to be the #1 contender.
He canceled all future obligations regarding you because he didn't want to talk to you.
That's not true. Tyler and I actually have a good rapport. We're going to actually cut a single together.
I can't wait to hear that. Is it a cover of We Are the Walrus?
Oh, Beans has funny in him today, huh?
Here we go, Tyler Breeze and Kalisto getting set for singles action. Breeze is certainly taking his time getting ready, isn't he?
You know, and I think that's smart because here you have someone like Tyler Breeze. He's used to the big stage. He's been up on the main roster. Kalisto is just getting used to it right now. And like I said before, the electricity here in this arena is unimaginable for these guys who aren't used to it.
But Tyler Breeze needs to keep the pace slow. It's going to benefit him if he can do so because Kalisto, once that pace quickens, he's right at home. That's right in his wheelhouse.
What an atmosphere here tonight in Columbus, Ohio. The first time NXT has ever taken the show on the road outside of Florida and listened to the NXT universe.
It's a happening here in Columbus. What a way to kick it off with these two talents.
I tell you, every time we talk about that, we finally have taken NXT outside of Florida, outside of its home base. It puts such a smile on my face because the NXT fans get to see our superstars up close in person.
Right now, Tyler Breeze trying to take control of this matchup, and well, as part of NXT's first foray outside of Florida, as we mentioned before, part of the Arnold Sports Festival. Both Kalisto and Tyler Breeze took part in that. Oh. Breeze making sure the hair's still in place. Right now, the pace starting to quicken. And
Oh, look at this.
You mentioned it, when Kalisto gets going, look out.
Wow. How do you plan for that? I don't get it. You think you're in control, the next thing you turn around, you got a man walking on his hands at you.
You hear the crowd here in Columbus fired up. They're behind Kalisto.
The creativity of Kalisto forcing Tyler Breeze to the outside.
It's a smart move by Breeze. He needs to get out there, recuperate, figure out his game plan.
Let's take another look at this. Look at how creative Kalisto is, Corey.
Amazing agility. That's that Lucha Libre background Kalisto knows so well, and it's proven to be very effective here tonight.
I'll tell you a good point, you know. How are you going to beat what you can't catch, guys?
Breeze to the inside, trying to send Kalisto up and over, and beautiful counter. Here's Kalisto again, springboarded. My God, you talk about a counter, that could be it. Tyler Breeze hooks the leg, and a kick out by Kalisto.
Impeccable timing, well scouted by Tyler Breeze.
Look at this, Kalisto going to the top, and wow, Jason, what a
I'll tell you,
counter.
just like that, just when you think Kalisto's in control, look out, Tyler Breeze changes the flow of the game.
Tyler Breeze had to be 8, 10 feet in the air there with that drop kick. That was impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it was 8 or 10 feet.
His feet
Graves.
were.
Here
You
the
gotta
NXT.
figure-
I was going to say, listen to them at the LC Pavilion here.
It's amazing. They can feed off this right now. And you got to figure here we go outside of Florida for the first time. It's like a do-over for a lot of these guys, a second chance to, you know, make a first impression in front of these fans that may have never seen them before. Of course, that's pretty crazy if you haven't seen them before with the WWE Network. At how much, Graves?
$9.99. Far be it from you to miss out on a cheap plug.
Tyler Breeze taking control here in this matchup. Really, the tide turned as soon as he countered Kalisto springboarding off the ropes.
This is that aggressive side we've seen lately from Tyler Breeze that served him so very well.
Breeze dragging Kalisto to the center of the ring. Look out here, big leg drop. Cover. Tyler Breeze going for the victory, and again, Kalisto able to stay alive as NXT rolls on.
Now is the war of vigilante and king. The war of vigilante and king.
Back here on NXT, Tyler Breeze and Kalisto getting things started tonight. And we are here in Columbus, Ohio. What an event it's been. What a week it's been. Look at Kalisto getting fired up.
Kalisto during the break was taking a beating from Tyler Breeze. He needs to get the momentum back on his side, and this is how you do it.
There's the Kalisto kick. Kalisto again, my goodness, spiking Tyler Breeze.
That's got to be it.
Cover, hook of the leg, Kalisto for the victory, and a kick out by Breeze at 2. Take another look at Kalisto and watch Tyler Breeze's forehead. My God, Corey.
It's a man that makes a living with that face, and Kalisto's obviously trying to damage it.
Kalisto taking control. And hang on, trying to set up for the SDS. Good counter by Breeze. Kalisto again. Whoa!
Supermodel kick.
From out of nowhere. Hook of the leg. Breeze for the win. At 2.5, Kalisto stays in it.
I don't know if Tyler Breeze got all of that, but what ring awareness, what wherewithal to be able to pick Kalisto out of the sky with such precision.
See the frustration right now setting in with Tyler Breeze. What does he have to do to beat Kalisto?
You hear the crowd here in Columbus chanting along. That was gorgeous, and I'd be hard-pressed not to agree with him.
Guys guys, who has the advantage at this point of the matchup? Somebody like Tyler Breeze, who is a...
Are you watching the monitor? Tyler Breeze is in the advantage. He's stomping a hole through Kalisto right here.
Talking the longer this goes on, Kalisto is used to tag action. Tyler Breeze obviously used to singles action.
So you just answered your question right there, Rich Brennan.
Breeze got caught there with an up kick from Kalisto. Kalisto's great at finding these small openings and maximizing what happens.
Going to work at the knee of Tyler Breeze, and beautiful kick to the back of the head, and Kalisto might have Breeze exactly where he wants him.
I think Breeze is in a bad part of town right now. You never know what Kalisto's going to bring to the table. Time and time again, he comes up with new maneuvers, new techniques.
I don't think Kalisto knows what he's going to do half the time.
Hang on, look out! My goodness, cover! Kalisto for the victory, and again a kick out.
Smart move right there by Tyler Breeze.
Let's take another look at this 450 splash. Look at the momentum almost right through Tyler Breeze.
How about the ring awareness wherewithal of Tyler Breeze right there, grabbing that bottom rope to keep himself in the game.
Very impressive. Maybe he didn't have enough gas left in the tank to kick out, but he got the count broken. Tyler Breeze knows exactly where he is all the time.
Oh, so smart. Look at Tyler Breeze holding on to that top rope right there. You know he's dizzy right now. You know he doesn't know where he is.
Look out, here comes Kalisto again. Beautiful kick. Breeze staggering back, and Kalisto setting up for the SDS. Nice. Counter!
Oh!
Beauty shot! And Tyler Breeze with an impressive victory.
Winner, Tyler Breeze.
With that beauty shot, Columbus, Ohio became the latest territory in Cuteville.
Tyler Breeze making the most out of NXT's debut in Columbus, Ohio. And guys, speaking of making the most of an opportunity, our former broadcast colleague Alex Riley later tonight getting the chance to go one-on-one with NXT champion Kevin Owens. This coming after Owens forced Riley's hand into defending his medal, calling his manhood into question.
From the moment I got here, I made my intentions very clear. I would fight anyone and everyone, and that's exactly what I did. Sami Zayn is the past. And when you're done with the past, what do? You look to the future, and that is Finn Balor.
The new #1 contender to the NXT Championship, Finn Balor.
I'll face Kevin Owens anywhere, any place, anytime.
Our main event tonight, Finn Balor faces the Brian Kendrick. And joining us here on commentary, Kevin Owens. Kevin, welcome.
And Kev, absolutely no disrespect, but at NXT Rival, you absolutely showed zero remorse for a guy that was your friend.
I'm the NXT champion, you understand? Because I didn't show compassion or remorse.
I'm a man, and as a man, I wouldn't have done that to my friend. You know what, I think I'm gonna get out of here before I do something I might regret.
Way to go, Riley, you made the champ angry.
Call it like I see it. Well, meanwhile, our main event continues here. It's Balor and figuring out what he's got to do to take out Kendrick. Coup de grace! Finn Balor has beaten the Brian Kendrick. The NXT champion, Kevin Owens.
Got here to send a message to Finn Balor.
I need a match with Kevin Owens after what just happened to me, okay?
You have a job.
Get off me! Get off!
I respect your decision, but you'll have to sign a talent contract. And I will not give you Kevin Owens until I think you're ready.
Alex Riley must impress the general manager William Regal tonight against Parker if he hopes to face Kevin Owens. incredible move by Alex Riley. Riley with the win, but did he impress Regal?
Alex Riley, you are the dumbest man in NXT. And if the fact that you put an end to your own career as a commentator to fight me is not enough to prove that, I'm gonna end your in-ring career too.
And what a weekend it was here in Columbus, Ohio at the Arnold Sports Festival. So much to get to. We'll get an inside look coming up as NXT continues.
They've got the moves, they've got the muscles, and Fred's got the plan.
Flintstone, you've got yourself something real special here.
Thanks, Mr. McMagman.
Something big is coming, and the world's biggest superstars will finally meet their match.
Let's yabba dabba do this.
The Flintstones and WWE are teaming up.
That sounds like fun.
For a main event that will rock your world. The Flintstones and WWE Stone Age SmackDown. Available now on Blu-ray and DVD. Not rated.
Getting your.
You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown. Even if your stare makes me nervous, you ain't gonna take us down. There'll be no need for crying. Like the phoenix we will rise.
I am so excited to be here in Columbus, my hometown. I'm so excited for Columbus to see what Alexa Bliss is all about and what Alexa Bliss is capable of. But on a more serious note, I am facing the women's champion, Sasha Banks. And she knows I'm gunning for her. And Sasha Banks is gonna find out what Alexa Bliss is capable of.
What an opportunity for Alexa Bliss tonight. She has home field advantage as she takes on the NXT Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. And what an occasion it's been here in Columbus. Right now, we take you inside the Arnold Sports Festival.
Welcome to the WWE Experience, coming to you for the very first time from the 2015 Arnold Sports Festival.
NXT is taking over Columbus. Bank on it.
The Arnold Classic is a sports festival for all sports to come and compete and kind of show off your trade and what you work for and what you do.
The WWE Experience, there's autograph signings, there's Q&As, there's a live tryout, there's live matches for everybody to enjoy. So far, the reception's been great.
We took our time out of the day to come to the Children's Hospital, just to spread cheer and hope and put a smile on these children's faces.
This whole trip has been a great opportunity for NXT. As a brand, it allows the athletes to get outside of their normal work environment in Florida.
A little bit heavy, you got it? Yeah. Okay.
The time they take to come do this is amazing. It's doing something for the kids that are sick, and it's helping them out, so it's a great opportunity for everybody.
The International Sports Hall of Fame is the Hall of Fame of all Hall of Fames. It was founded to recognize truly remarkable individuals who are world champions, but not only as great champions, but how they give back to society, how they contribute to the world.
Triple H represents a man with extraordinary power. That's why he has been on top of the wrestling field for so long. But the award does not come just for that, but it also comes because he has given back to the community. He always thinks about what can I do for my neighborhood? How can I reach out to bring other young kids in and inspire them?
I'm humbled to be on this stage with amazing champions that transcended their profession, their sport, and became more. Inspiration leads to great things. Let this be the start of your path to give back so that 20 years from now, we have a generation of legendary athletes standing on this stage saying that they were inspired by others in this room. Thank you very much for this honor.
have fun with the WWE Universe, baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, the immortal Hulk Hogan!
What's up, brother?
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
What an amazing experience. Thanks for coming out. How about NXT, huh?
Our NXT talent have been here all day today, putting on incredible matches. It's just been an amazing experience all the way around.
How you doing?
Better than you.
Why do I love NXT? The tenacity, the focus. They elevate the brand at a level that nobody else can see. They bring something, the heart, the passion. You see that every time you see the NXT fellas and divas out there working because it's amazing and they're committed.
There's also the new NXT champ, Mr. Owens, man. He's hanging out back there. That gold will look really good around Hulk Hogan's waist.
Nobody left all day long. They sat there. This place was packed all day. To be here and to see, though, how much these fans already knew who these NXT superstars were.
Look at the camera, say stars.
They're more engaged now than ever. For the people that didn't, they're engaged. That's not a developmental brand anymore. You know, that's a brand. That's a brand that made a massive impact here.
Hey, Roy. What's the crack, mate? Listen, I know you're at Kevin Owens tonight, but I've got him next week. And just so you know, I'll be watching tonight like a hawk.
Good. I want you to watch. Because everything that Kevin Owens has done to me, I'm about to do to him tonight. I'm gonna humiliate the NXT champion. For Kevin Owens after tonight, there isn't gonna be a tomorrow. Because it's time to rage.
Listen, do not overlook Kevin Owens. We all seen what he done to Sami Zayn at TakeOver, and we haven't seen Adrian Neville since he faced Kevin Owens. So do not overlook Kevin Owens, or for you, there'll be no tomorrow.
Strong words there from the #1 contender to Alex Riley. Guys, tonight Riley gave up his commentary career, but later on he will get his opportunity, what he's been after for so long. The chance to make the champion pay. Alex Riley squares off against Kevin Owens tonight.
But up next, Big Cass, Colin Cassidy squares off one-on-one with one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions Wesley Blake as NXT continues to take over the Arnold Sports Festival.
This is a very cool night for all of you, for me, for everybody here. As a brand, this is a very cool night.
Hello, Cleveland, and welcome to NXT!
It's the first time we've been out of Florida doing our live events, and the response has been unbelievable.
I could not be more proud of every single person on this roster. I'm honored. I almost teared up, but that's not a surprise.
Show them who all of you are and what you want the future to be, because the future is what we make it. And everybody in this room is making that future now. So go out there tonight and kick some ass.
Clearly, the network has exposed the product all around the country and all around the globe. We can feel like we're on the verge of something very special.
I would bet that the future is very bright for NXT as a touring brand, and that given some time, you'll be seeing a lot more NXT live events around the country, maybe around the globe.
What an amazing week for NXT, and what an event at the historic Agora in Cleveland.
Accompanied to the ring by Buddy Murphy from San Antonio, Texas, weighing 240 pounds, Wesley Blake.
And obviously the NXT Tag Team Champions part of the event in Cleveland. Guys, coming up, WrestleMania week, San Jose State University. Gonna get a taste of what NXT Live is all about.
We always say it, NXT is taking over, and we are taking over Access, and we're only 1 mile away from WrestleMania Access. It's gonna be one hell of a show.
Only a mile away, Albert. Maybe you could carry me instead of me carrying you everywhere.
You could never carry me.
Guys, it will take place San Jose State University Event Center on March the 27th. I'll tell you what, if Access Week, if Mania Week isn't enough, it's going to be awesome for NXT to be on the road to California.
I'll tell you what a stage is going to be for WWE, and NXT gets to show its talents during the entire week.
My name is Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Carmella, and she's hot as hell, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest guys in the room, how you doing? Columbus, Ohio! We are here for the Arnold, and Arnold like to pump iron. We like to pump fists. And you, Wesley Blake, you better pump the brakes because you're about to run into a freaking roadblock. How you doing? And as for the Australian kid, why don't you didgeridoo yourself a favor while you still have that NXT tag title, kick rocks and flip-flops, break a toe, and skedaddle, sweet boy? You two are looking at the next NXT Tag Team Champion! And there's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for ya! S-A-W-F-T!
You would think by now Big Cass would have got help with that stammering.
I'll tell you, Enzo Amore, Colin Cassidy, never short on confidence.
I don't know how anyone has confidence walking around in public with pants like Enzo Amore is wearing right now.
I think he looks good, actually.
Oh, we don't come to you for fashion advice.
Either way, guys, making their intentions clear. Enzo and Cass putting the NXT Tag Team Champs on notice.
Let's talk about Carmella and her intentions. I don't know anything about her, but I want to find out.
I think that she's not smitten her old Enzo right there, possibly. Playing a little hard to get. Did you hear the NXT Universe finishing every single sentence that Enzo were saying tonight? That just shows you the reach of our product.
It just shows you that they're not the brightest stars in the sky when they follow a guy like that.
A lot of energy to the room.
So here we go, guys, one-on-one action. Wesley Blake, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, getting set to take on Colin Cassidy. And I think the most noticeable thing, aside from the NXT Universe chanting at Wesley Blake, the size difference between these two.
Listen, these people in Columbus are being disrespectful. Wesley Blake is one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. That doesn't make him soft.
I think they're actually pointing out the obvious.
What's obvious? He's thick.
I think Wesley
He's
may be
jacked.
a little bit soft in the midsection. And I know soft in the midsection.
Cassidy Cassidy trying to take advantage. Look at the quickness and speed of Wesley Blake. He couldn't outrun the big knee to the gut. Big Cass is so powerful. He's able to kind of harness that power, harness the energy.
I'll tell you, there was a time that Enzo was out with an injury and Big Cass was running singles for quite some time by himself. He was making quite a statement.
I'm curious to see, much like Kalisto earlier in the night, how Wesley Blake fares in singles competition. We're so used to seeing him as a tag team competitor. I'm curious to see what he brings to the table.
That's a very good point. I thought earlier it looked like Wesley Blake was actually going to tag out right there and wasn't able to.
Whoop. And over goes Blake. Listen to the NXT universe.
At least they're concerned about the well-being of Wesley Blake.
For the past few weeks, Blake and Murphy have been making advances towards Carmella.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, I personally think it's just a little bit of head games.
Well, look out here, Blake cover. And a kick out by Colin Cassidy. Guys, take a look at the outside. Enzo and Carmella, they haven't exactly been on the same page lately, but tonight things seem to be copacetic, don't they?
Enzo Amore looks to me like a raging ball of insecurity right now. He won't let Carmella out of his sight. He knows she's interested in real men like Blake and Murphy.
Blake and Murphy have made their intentions known, and they want to get to know Carmella a bit better. And Enzo's protecting his friend, his buddy.
She doesn't need protected. She's a strong, intelligent woman.
Look at the power of Colin Cassidy. Blake seeing stars right now, getting some encouragement from his tag team partner, Buddy Murphy, on the outside, but Colin Cassidy trying to take control back here. Big shoulder tackle.
Did not want big Colin Cassidy to get to his feet. So powerful.
Referee needs to get in there and do his job.
Oh, he's up to the 4 count. Cass finally stepped away. Look out, Cass with a big corner splash.
Oh no!
Oh! Huge side slam.
I say I'm pretty impressed by Big Cass here. He's been relatively dominant this entire match so far.
Oh, hang on, look out.
Oh!
Huge boot. Well, look out from behind. Carmella went down to the floor as the cover in the center of the ring, Colin Cassidy, rolled up off the distraction.
Here is your winner, Wesley Blake.
Somebody needs to get down there and check on Carmella.
Guys, Carmella, look at her knee.
I think it's her ankle, actually. She's holding that ankle right now.
Hold the ankle, she's definitely...
she's in a lot of pain right now. Where are the trainers? Where are the doctors?
Need a doctor.
Oh, guys, rising NXT diva Dana Brooke is ready to make waves in the women's division of NXT. Later tonight, we'll see the impact she made at the Arnold Sports Festival here in Columbus. And up next, the Columbus-bred Alexa Bliss has an opportunity to make an impact all her own when she battles the NXT Women's Champion Sasha Banks as NXT rolls on.
You ever wake up with that feeling like it's one versus all? An endless cycle. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. You think life's got you all figured out. Think again. Remember this. Be fearless. Harness your hustle, loyalty, and respect. And they'll love you till your last breath. Find your comfort zone and find what fits you. Get your WrestleMania gear at WWEshop.com.
Here comes competitor number 6 from Cleveland, Ohio.
Dana Brooke.
Look in my eyes and you'll be.
It's an honor to be on the Arnold Classic Columbus stage. There you go.
Thank you. High five.
Awesome.
Take care.
Well, guys, what an impression made by Dana Brooke at the Arnold. What an opportunity for Alexa Bliss here tonight.
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Columbus's very own Alexa Bliss.
Listen to the reaction for Alexa Bliss as she gets set for action here tonight. And Jason Albert, as a guy who's played professional sports, what does home field advantage mean?
Oh, it's huge, but you know what? It also adds a lot of extra pressure. You have your friends there, you have your family there. You need to perform. But I tell you, when the going gets tough and you feel those fans applauding you and cheering you on, there's nothing like it.
It's nice to have home field advantage. Alexa Bliss had her senior prom right here in this very building. Unfortunately for her, the boss doesn't believe in fairy tales.
And her opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, she's the NXT Women's Champion, Sasha Banks.
We have it on good authority. We know the history between these two women and how much they dislike each other. How exciting would it be for Sasha Banks to beat down Alexa Bliss in her own hometown?
Come on, man. Think about that. How exciting would it be if Alexa Bliss beats Sasha, the NXT Divas Champion, in her hometown?
Well, it is a non-title match tonight, but you're right, with the women's division wide open here in NXT after Sasha Banks successfully defended the NXT women's title against Charlotte a couple of weeks ago. You'd have to think that if Alexa Bliss could come away with a victory tonight, that's going to put her on a rocket to the top of the division.
Puts her right in the hunt.
I hate to break it to you two gentlemen, Sasha Banks isn't in the business of making other people famous.
I actually beg to differ on that. Look what she did to the BFF. Look what she did to Charlotte. She made them all famous.
It's about her.
And tonight, she's going to make Alexa Bliss famous.
Guys, it doesn't matter where you go, the chants at Sasha Banks follow her around, the NXT universe divided.
You know, I consider myself as hip and down with the cause, but I don't even know what ratchet means.
What cause is it you're down with?
The cool cause.
Get on the Urban Dictionary and look it up. The fact is, Columbus, Ohio might be split, and that's at least half of Alexa Bliss's hometown disagreeing.
Up, quick cover here. Bliss trying to put Banks away early on and a kick out.
Half of them disagreeing with the statement that Sasha's ratchet, and I can say for a fact she is not.
Still don't know what it means.
You'd think you'd have more information in that massive dome
Oh!
of yours.
Alexa with a vicious elbow to the chin, and well, there goes Bliss into the turnbuckle. Guys, don't forget, Sasha Banks is the one responsible for breaking the nose of Alexa Bliss.
She's going to do it again right there.
Alexa was actually out for quite some time. We're finally getting back into action several weeks ago here in NXT, but hang on. You know what Sasha's got in mind. Alexa's in a bad spot, double knees. Right into the midsection. And Banks showing why she's the champ. Cover, hook of the leg, is it enough? Kick out. Let's take another look.
I could take 10 more looks at this. This is my favorite thing to watch. Double knees right in the abdomen. That's why she's the boss.
You know, you got to wonder, why does Sasha Banks have such animosity towards Alexa? And I can tell you, here's what I think it is. how many times did she put the beat down on Alexa? And Alexa Bliss keeps coming back and keeps coming back, and she wants more and more. She's like a gnat. She's like a Corey Graves.
You answered your own question. She keeps coming back, and Sasha Banks is tired of it.
Look at the fight of Alexa Bliss, bridging.
You talk about the fight all you want. Look at the submission that Sasha Banks has on her right now. She might put Alexa Bliss to sleep in her own hometown.
Looks
won't
like
happen.
Looked like Bliss is trying to bridge up, and Sasha turned that right into an over-the-knee submission, like you said.
You know, Alexa Bliss is a little spitfire. You can never count Alexa Bliss out.
Oh, hang on. Here comes Bliss fighting back.
Listen to Columbus. They're getting behind her.
Oh! Bliss using the hometown advantage. Look out!
Double knees of her own.
Glitch flip, cover, trying to put the champ away, and again, a kick out at 2. How much would it mean for Alexa to pick up this victory here tonight in Columbus?
Oh,
look out! Is that enough?
In front of her friends, in front of her family, in front of her co-workers, for herself. The momentum it sets her on, it's amazing.
What would it mean for Sasha Banks to embarrass Alexa Bliss in front of her?
Oh! Look at this, Bliss going right after the champ. Banks rolled out of the ring. Oh!
Just like that.
Right as Alexa was starting to pick up steam, Banks rolled out of the ring. As the referee now counting to 5.
Sasha Banks isn't the NXT women's.
Oh! Bliss running Banks right into the post.
Oh, look at the count, the count.
Up to 9, wait a minute.
You gotta be kidding me.
Here's your winner by countout, Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss just upset the boss in front of the NXT Universe here in Columbus.
Well, we've talked about it, home field advantage. What an advantage it can be. And Alexa Bliss, she proved the impossible tonight, beating Sasha Banks.
What a huge upset tonight. Alexa Bliss with the count-out victory. That's going to put her right in line for an opportunity at the women's title.
Tonight, I'm going to make Alex Riley wish he had never quit that nice, cushy commentary job of his. But you know, I understand why he did. He's got to prove to himself that he can still do this, but the fact is he cannot. Not against someone like me, anyway. Not at this level. As far as Finn Balor goes, next week is the match everybody's been waiting for, including me. Because I honestly cannot wait to take him out and show everybody that no one, and I mean no one, is taking this away from me, my family.
This superstar's journey
ends now.
You can take a swing at my ego. You can make a run for my crown.
the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Immortality awaits.
So does the beast.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I beat the NXT Women's Champion Sasha Banks in my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. I told Sasha I was gunning for her and that I was gonna beat her and show her who's boss.
Me. Who's boss? You're looking at the boss, sweetheart. You never pin me. I'm the NXT Women's Champion.
Ladies, there's easily one way to settle this. Next week on this show, Sasha Banks, you will defend your NXT Women's Championship.
Are you kidding me?
Against Alexa Bliss. After you, my dear.
Get ready, Sasha.
You're the one that needs to get ready.
Well, 1 week from tonight, the NXT Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Washington, D.C., weighing 235 pounds, Alex Riley.
Guys, Alex Riley has been humiliated by the NXT champion Kevin Owens. How much more motivation does Riley need?
You know, I don't think he should be doing this. It makes me sick to my stomach. Alex Riley has not been in the ring for over 2 years. Look what Kevin Owens has done to Sami Zayn. Look what he's done to Adrian Neville. We haven't seen nor heard from these two individuals. And Alex Riley's gonna step in the ring now against that monster.
Listen, I gotta respect what Riley wants to do. He's a competitor at heart. Kevin Owens challenged his manhood, but I have a feeling this is textbook manipulation by Kevin Owens. He did it to Sami Zayn. He used a man's own rage to destroy him. Same thing could very well happen to Alex Riley.
And his opponent from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing 266 pounds, he is the NXT champion, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens made it perfectly clear to Alex Riley, saying, I ended your commentary career, I will end your in-ring career.
You know, here's a man who's come to NXT. He said he had a master plan. That master plan played out perfectly. He's got a plan to take Alex Riley out. I'm a little bit worried that he may be able to do it. Oh, look at Alex Riley, though. He's not backing down.
Oh, look at this. Got a feeling this referee's got his hands cut out for him tonight.
Referee Wirtz has a big battle in front of him.
You guys were talking before about Alexa Bliss and her hometown advantage. Listen to the NXT universe right now. I gotta say, they're pro Kevin Owens.
The rage of Alex Riley. And, I mean, the old cliche is you can be blinded by rage. Is that what's happened to Riley?
You know, I'd like to think it is. I'd like to think Alex Riley's a much more sensible man, but he let Kevin Owens get under his skin. And like Graves said, he's a master at doing that.
Kevin Owens so cunning and crafty.
And this is also what he's a master of. That's just beating people up.
Take nothing away from Alex Riley. I mean, you know, I think sometimes you see him sitting behind the announce desk, you forget how big he is, what kind of shape he is in. Let's not forget, it may be a while since he's you know, had a lot of competition in the ring. A week ago, he defeated C.J. Parker, and he's had his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, you know, with all due respect to C.J. Parker is not Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is on top of his game right now. There's this fire that burns deep inside of Kevin Owens' gut, and we see it right here. What he's doing this for, I don't know. He claims his family. I beg to differ.
Alex Riley with a great drop kick. Here comes Riley, my goodness. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
Right to the hamstring, smart move by Owens.
Look out.
It's not somewhere Riley wants to be.
Here comes Kevin Owens. What an impact in the corner.
You know, you come out here and you're all motivated, you're pumped up, you're feeding off the people, and then that happens to you, and it takes the wind right out of your sails. You think Alex Riley is questioning his decision right now, Graves?
Oh!
To answer your question, he might be. He very well may be after having 266 pounds propelled right into your skull in the corner like that. Riley, he might be wishing he's sitting beside us.
Owens with the cover and a kick out by Riley. Jason, you mentioned it before. My question is, what does Kevin Owens have to gain with this? I mean, what is the end game for him going after Alex Riley?
Because Kevin Owens enjoys this. He claims he's doing it for his family. He's sadistic. He's doing this because he enjoys beating people up. He did it to his best friend. He did it to Adrian Neville. And now he's going to do it to Alex Riley.
Kevin Owens does this to earn a living for his family. He said it over and over again. Who are you to question that?
And attacking a commentator, throwing a commentator over the announce desk is providing for his family?
Thank you, Brennan.
That's why you quit commentary.
And now he's talking trash at the same time.
Alex Riley was forced to make a decision. Compete in the ring.
I'll stay here all.
or be a commentator. Mr. Regal would not allow him to do both.
Right now, I bet he's wishing he didn't make the decision that he did.
I know Alex Riley very well, and there's a lot of fight in Alex Riley. I do agree. I don't know if he thought this through, but he will not quit. Well, to that point, though, is this the guy that you want to face after a 2-year layoff?
Oh! Riley still has some fight in him.
Oh, I think Owens is rocked. He's rocked.
That's a champion's instinct. He rolled to the outside. He's on the outside of the ring, recuperating.
Oh!
Riley follows after him.
Oh, this is his chance, Alex Riley. This is your chance, Alex Riley. Gain your composure.
There was a lot of rage behind that right hand by Riley.
Come on, Alex. You got to get to your feet, Alex. You got to get to your feet.
Riley needs to shake off the cobwebs, but
look at Kevin Owens. He is not happy.
Say, look at the expression on the face of Owens. It seems like Riley just got him even angrier. Oh, no. Oh! Owens again going for the cannonball. This time Riley out of the way.
Did Riley sucker him in?
Look out. Big spine buster. Alex Riley for the victory. Hook of the leg. And a kick out at 2 by the champ.
Wow, we are on an even playing field right now. The champ is rocked.
Let's take another look. What a spine buster.
That was close. That was close.
Yeah, but look at what's going on down in the corner of your screen. Alex Riley just injured himself.
Oh! Huge senton by Owens.
And another one.
This is what I mean. This is the Kevin Owens that I'm telling you about. He's enjoying this.
He's enjoying it, but it's effective. That's the bottom line. It's about winning matches.
See right here. There you go. That's exactly my point.
He feels no guilt, no remorse.
Why should he? That's what this business is. This business is about beating up your opponent.
Oh!
If you have a little fun doing it, then
This
so be it.
business is about winning, Graves. It's about winning.
Oh, no. Oh! There is absolutely no give in that fencing.
Owens is well within the rules right now. Maybe bending him a little bit. So what? When you're the champion, you can get away with things like that.
Better be careful. You better get back in that ring. We've seen it happen earlier. Oh, this looks like the beginning.
Oh, no. Pop-up powerbomb! Corey Graves, you said it, lights out.
Here's your winner, NXT champion, Kevin Owens.
I can't say that I'm surprised at the result.
Neither can I. I'm a bit disappointed, though.
The cold-hearted, ruthless nature of the NXT champion, Kevin Owens. Take a look at this. Corner cannonball. Nearly 300 pounds barreling right at you.
There's Alex Riley. Just when you think he's out of it, he has a little fight left in him. Almost beat the champ.
But a little fight wasn't enough. Thrown like a child. When's the last time you saw someone manhandle Alex Riley like that? And then lights out, powerbomb. We've seen it over and over again. Kevin Owens, still your NXT champion.
What a week it's been for NXT at the Arnold Sports Festival here in Columbus, Ohio, capped off by Kevin Owens. Oh, what's
come
this?
on, no.
He's sending a message. He's letting Alex Riley know just how wrong the decision was. That
This is the man who fights for his family, right?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Guys, Finn Balor, the #1 contender to the NXT Championship, may have just saved Alex Riley.
This is a man who fights for honor right there, Finn Balor. Got the champ's attention.
I don't think Owens is done fighting right now.
He's walking away from me.
Oh, come on. No, not again, not again. Whoa! Finn Balor connecting with a clothesline. These two going at it.
You gotta. Oh! I guess no. You gotta wonder, is that what Kevin Owens want? Was he trying to sucker in Finn Balor?
Look out, Finn Balor connecting! Huge drop kick. And Balor going to the top rope, lining up Kevin Owens, and Owens able to slither out of the ring.
A shot for good measure on Alex Riley.
I tell you, there aren't many times that I've seen Kevin Owens, the NXT champion, in full retreat.
The match was over. Owens knows what's lying ahead of him. Finn Balor, #1 contender. They're gonna have their time to do battle.
Now 1 week from tonight, Balor and Owens with the NXT Championship on the line right here on NXT. What a battle that's gonna be.
I tell you, Finn Balor came here for one thing in mind. Kevin Owens came here with one thing in mind. And next week, we get to see these two go one-on-one.
You know, Kevin, he likes to say he's a prize fighter.
I will fight anyone and everyone.
But I fight for a prize too. I'll face Kevin Owens anywhere, anytime.
Now, the hungry challenger Finn Balor
Your new #1 contender
goes one-on-one with the fearless champion Kevin Owens
Nobody is gonna take this away from me.
for the NXT Championship. NXT, next Wednesday, 8/7 Central on WWE Network.